It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Colts and the Vikings, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they're halfway home, looking good, and a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So here are the Vikings to go on offense for the first time, and it's a rookie at the helm, the 10th overall pick back in April out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
And last week, that was one of those games that he just wants to erase from his memory banks. But I'll guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one. He's going to have those kind of outings in year 1. But the big question, what does he take away from them, and how does he improve? It starts right here in this game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To the air with McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Into space at the 45. And finally brought down at the 43. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. An inside give to Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On play action, now McCarthy. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They'll try again with Jones. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal and still a long way from the end zone.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now McCarthy. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Will Waker on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winners. You get a look at Baker Mayfield.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
First down, Colts.
Mayfield now from the 50. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Mayfield on play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Down to about the 32.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. A nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
First down at the 45-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw McCarthy. To Jefferson on the slant. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Over the middle and complete to Addison. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Throwing is McCarthy. This is caught. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's got it. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really... He's got a man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 73 yards. And the Colts are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's Aaron Jones and the offense trotting back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Mayfield.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Tucker now for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. KJ Osborne, a touchdown reception.
From there, we'll jet north to Ohio to check in on the Browns at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Justin Herbert has thrown a touchdown pass.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. His numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. From the gun, it's Taylor. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. From the 44 now, here's second and 4. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football over to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. From the 46, here's second down and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10.
Second and 10. At the Colts 42-yard line.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. Room here to run. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Colts offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's got a rushing touchdown of the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend.
So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left.
And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down. Here comes 2nd down. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Colts, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home